Hello, and welcome back to our U.S. Navy 1890 campaign, Waves of Steel. As you can see, we got a lot of red here. We're fighting the whole world. So let's just kind of jump in and see what we get here. It's October 1950. We've been at war for 2 years, fighting all the powerful nations that there are to fight, and we're just waiting to see if we get any big encounters this time around. We have a coastal raid down here. They can't challenge us. Oh, they intercepted our raider, one of our rangers up here. That's good. We always like a nice little duel with our battle cruisers. We specifically designed them for raiding with the 12-inch guns and all that. Because it would have been easy, I mean, not easy, but it would have been, sensible to load them up with like 14-inch guns or 15-inch guns or something and have them, be able to sink battleships as well. But I think 12-inch guns are good enough for this kind of work. It leaves us plenty of extra tonnage left over for speed. Secondaries, a little bit of armor. I don't know how good our armor is. 9-inch belt, not great, but cool. We sank a heavy cruiser. Ship details, was it any good? Yeah, fairly new. Almost 14,000 displacement. A bunch of 10-inch guns on it. 1943. So it was less than a decade old. That gives us a little bit more victory points and another prestige. Got some destroyers entering the Navy. We get the 5-inch auto loaders now. So new German dive bomber. Okay. All right, we've invaded Indochina. We've torpedoed a French heavy cruiser and damaged it. All right, we're back to sinking ships again. That's pretty cool. Just waiting on the one thing that's going to tip Britain over, like, or tip them over the edge so they start getting mad and trying to fight us, start swinging at us. All right, looks like the Minnesotas are finally worked up. So maybe it's time to send them to Northeast Asia. And that's Division 3. So do we have any light cruisers we can send? We do. There's some destroyers we can send. We got some kind of obsolete ones, it looks like, but they'll have to do for now. But what we can do is hang on, I have a plan. Cunning plan. Where is Division 3? Here it is. So they're going to get reassigned to one of these upper divisions, get them out of the way. And these are all going to Division 3. And they're all going to Northeast Asia. Off you go. These are our new McCalls. So as many McCalls as we can get involved in the fighting and skirmishing and whatnot over there, the better. For some reason, we have one destroyer in Division 18 down here. Don't know what that's all about. I'm not going to concern myself about it too much at the moment. Okay, let's keep pressing the button so we don't go over time anymore. Battle to support land combat. The French can't, they decline it. We can ambush whatever's going on here. Let's take this one. It's not too close to the British coast. So we'll suppress. Oh, it's going to be nighttime. Humbug. Excuse my language. Don't mean to just go crazy. Never mind. It's gonna be a nighttime thing. If we can't get any radar contacts, then and we're already running low on fuel, so go home. Oh well, that could have been fun. Little cruiser action. There's like really no. Oh, I keep saying we're close to the British coast. We're not fighting the British right now, so it's even better for us. I don't know. They must be pretty close to us if it's not just ending the battle, being like there's no contact between the fleets. Yes. They had some. That would have been a fun fight. Three cruisers versus three cruisers, and five destroyers versus five destroyers. Would have been cool. Oh, we're causing disturbances in France. New Austrian. Who cares what they're doing? So we just lost a destroyer. We just had a destroyer torpedoed. Wow, man, our rating really dropped off there. What's going on? Are we out of submarines? We're kind of running out of submarines. Maybe it's time to build some replacement subs. We'll build five more and five more and five more. We'll get 15 of them going. It's going to be a while before they're ready. It's going to be a year. And actually, let's just go ahead and build like 12 more and another. Nah, that's it for now. Right. Can the enemy challenge us here? Maybe. We'll see what they got. This is a battle in support of land combat, and all we got are destroyers, so it could be a little bit messy. Unknown ship sighted. Are these McCall class? No, they're littles. So I'm not going to expect any miracles from them. Unless that is just a Corvette. We might be able to beat up a Corvette in a gunfight. Then again, he could whip around and land some hits on us here. Oh, there's another one down here. Oh, hang on, it's a light cruiser. All right, get out of there. Run away. Go south. Go south, young man. It's kind of the parallel to Go West, young man. Haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women, and gold. All right, we're gonna go to cruise mode so we don't run out of fuel completely here. All right, cool. We'll take we'll take it. Beat up one little Corvette. I mean, they probably have dozens, but nice. We might be able to knock France out of the war. All right, we have the edge in electronic warfare, and the enemy like merchants. We're just not sinking very many of them anymore, and the monthly balance is back into a positive there. These Chattanoogas will be done soon. So let's start building some more McCalls. We'll build four more of those. Which we'll build two more or four more. There we go. Because we're going to be finishing up a bunch of them here, like a nice batch of McCalls. Cool. Yeah, you intercept that radar, France. Raider, France. Jeez. I'm a little bit more tired than I thought I'd be. All right, what do we got? Is that a Corvette? I'm catching up to it really fast. Yeah, Walks like a Corvette, quacks like a Corvette. It's a Corvette. All right. Well, we'll kill you one Corvette at a time if we have to. Anti anti-war demonstrations, and in Japan. I don't think Japan cares though. All right, this guy above average shot another guy that's average. You know what? That happens sometimes. He's an above average guy, and sometimes sometimes you get sometimes you get Dick Cheney shot in a hunting accident. Oh, we can develop jet attack and heavy jet fighters now. So that's like our next thing we'll be doing. All right, we got an improved torpedo bomber, a little bit more speed, tiny smidge of range, and everything else pretty much stays the same. I think we've hit the peak of torpedo bombers. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Cool. Well, we didn't sink enemy merchant. Okay, what's going on here? That's rating. This needs to go to Northeast Asia. Go back to rating status. I think we've had some of these come home due to like engine problems and stuff, so alrighty. Battle and support of land combat. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We are like right on their air base. So we're gonna decline this one as much as I hate to do it. And we'd be getting hit immediately with aircraft. So we'll take this battle here. Suppress enemy airfields. Hopefully there won't be carriers out here to attack our battleships that are undefended. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we're gonna run into anything too soon here. Oh, there we go. Radar contact. That's what we're looking for. Let's get our destroyers over this way. Oh, nice. I see enemy battleships. Cool. Oops. There we go. AI control on that. Now this is the kind of fight that we should be able to dominate in, except we're getting absolutely pounded. I was gonna say this should be the fight we should be really good in, like a radar battle, but all right, we are getting smoked. All right, how do we look here? We've taken some damage. We're not flooding. So we can hang around for a minute. We've already we've already lost this battle just on taking damage. All right, let's get control of these destroyers. And maybe we can launch torpedoes. If nothing else, we'll keep them between the enemy and our battleships and just use them as sacrificial whatever. Jacob Jones doesn't want to fire his torpedoes. Oh god, I didn't realize. Is the Tennessee that damaged? It is. It's getting annihilated. What is going on here? All right, well, retreat if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to. Well, we finally lost like just a straight up gun battle, which didn't seem very likely, but maybe, oops, maybe these ships are just a little bit obsolete at this point. They probably need a refit and everything else. Well, we had at least one dud torpedo. You can see the gap there where it hit that cruiser, whatever it was, and didn't go off. Okay, well, it is what it is, as they say. Let's put this back on AI control. Yeah, that was like brutal. We didn't land really any good hits as far as I saw on anything. We were just whiffing just really badly. Uh-oh, Tennessee. We might be okay to go home with it. Yeah, the flooding's only 8. We should be able to get it home. We might have to slow down. Yeah, slow down a little bit so it doesn't get left behind. And if nothing ruptures, we should be okay. Knock on wood. Yep, let's end this. Yeah, I mean, we just got beat up. There's nothing else to it. I mean, we got beat up. All right, well, we lost to prestige. True victory lies at sea. There's the aluminum superstructure. Okay. I want to look at something here. Hey, Russia finally contributed some victory points to the war. Good for them. Let's see. Who's in charge of these West Virginias over here? It's the Tennessee. What? Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. That's not right. There we go. Okay. This this thing. Yeah, we don't know if this guy's any good or not. Officers, command. So the guy in charge of the South Dakota is brilliant. What if we can promote him? It costs prestige. Dang, I hate that. That's really annoying. It's like you should gain prestige when you get a brilliant commander. What the heck? It's like, look at this guy. He's awesome. We're going to decline this one. Too close to the airbase again. All right. Fingers crossed that our radar and our gunnery actually works this time. Radar contact. Full speed ahead. Hopefully it's not just a Corvette or, yeah. All right. 2 targets to shoot at here. Maybe they'll both be cruisers. That would be nice. There are aircraft taking off, but we're actually kind of close to our own home base here in Shanghai. Well, hopefully nothing too dumb happens here. Let's maneuver a little bit so we don't get torpedoed out of overconfidence. This is a Corvette, maybe? No, it's a light cruiser. I think it's probably more like a. It might be a Corvette. We're awfully close to it because we have to identify it, and this is a recipe for getting yourself torpedoed. A couple of light cruisers. Were they modern at least? Let's see. 39 and 46. That's a pretty modern one. Very small cruiser. All right, we'll take that. We gain the prestige back that we just lost. Missile torpedoes enables use of rocket-delivered standoff torpedoes from aircraft. Wonder if that's a doctrine we have to select. So here is a light jet fighter that's being developed privately, or has been developed privately. We're currently working on one as well, but we gain a lot of speed, over 100 knots. We gain uh, like 150 miles worth of range. We lose one maneuverability. We gain a two toughness. So yeah, we will take that one. And I think we're developing one as well, so we'll be able to compare what we develop with this thing here. Okay. And again, we're failing to sink anything here, which is kind of lame because we need to sink stuff. We're over our base cap in Northeast Asia. Oh, heck. We're just a little bit over. All right, let's send our raiders that are in Northeast Asia to Southeast Asia. There you go. Get out of here, you. Alrighty. And again, we're over on our monthly balance. We'll build more McCalls because, we need them anyhow. All right, battle and support of land combat. Again, we're right up against the coast. Hmm. They've got 80 aircraft in Tonkin, which is further. Let's do it. We'll see what we get. We got to go up there and sink some ships. Oops, what was that? We got to go up here and sink some ships. So nighttime's here, so that's actually kind of good for us. Go to line ahead. We are suffering for fuel here, so we got to be a little bit cautious. The cruisers are good. The cruiser is good, I think. But our goal here is just to sink ships. I think if we sink some corvettes and transports and whatnot, we'll be fine. Okay, we're lighting this guy up with 8-inch guns. They're going to regret being anywhere in the vicinity of him. Well, it's a large merchant. Okay. It's one. I think we need to do two. Yeah, we need to do two. And this is a battle in support of land combat. So if we win this, maybe it gives us a better chance of resolving the fighting. Like resolving the invasion, that is. Cool. All right. We're going to go cruise and go home. That's all we need to do. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Well, this cruiser's been doing fine on his own. Multiple contacts. Those look like destroyers. Oh, what? Medium guns? What the heck was that? Well, that stinks. It's not going to help our invasion situation in the slightest. Wow, we haven't had a blow up in a long time. Oh well, it happens. It happens. I think it was one of our newer heavy cruisers that we designed for, I guess, the multi-purpose heavy cruisers. Maybe there's a flaw in the ship. The flaw in the ship is it can't take a medium hit without exploding. So was it a heavy cruiser that got us? Ship details. What got us? Yeah, it was a hit from a heavy cruiser, so probably like an 8-inch gun or something. 10-inch gun. Okay, it's a little bit less embarrassing. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. He's unassigned? Alright, we'll get out of there. We can secure better terms. Crush them. Listen, we're going to drive France out of this with our radar campaign and all that. They're going to give up eventually. Actually, I think France went fascist as well. Okay, okay. Russia lost another heavy cruiser. They're just not doing very well in this war. Yep, fuel oil shortage for France. And we have money again, so let's build some more submarines, please. We'll build 10 more mediums, and we'll build 10 more long-range subs. Gotta get the numbers back up here. We'll take this battle. They're unable to challenge us in their home waters, essentially. That's actually really cool. I do not want to take this battle if I can avoid it. Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take that battle way up there in basically like the Gulf of, is that the Gulf of Korea or something? Because it's like completely surrounded. It's like completely surrounded by air bases. Okay, near misses from glide bombing have a chance to be converted to torpedo hits. Wow, we had a carriers attacked, torpedoed. Good thing we put a lot of torpedo defense on these things. All right, how are our Rangers looking? Yeah, they're still okay. The Pueblo, I think it was one of the Pueblos we lost just now, or maybe it was Brooklyn. I don't even know. Either way, it was embarrassing. We brought great dishonor. Um, well, this isn't going to be good. Let's run away. Run away, run away. How long until nighttime? 14 hours. Not enough time to, not soon enough to avoid our fate that's about to happen to us here. Well, we might as well just go at them. Get it sunk fast. I'm not running away for the next 10 minutes. Come on, coward. Face our, I don't know, 4-inch guns that we have. If only we had our missile corvettes. Okay, fine. All right, these light cruisers are making their appearance. Reduces gunnery penalty for light cruisers and destroyers. All right, here is the new light jet fighter prototypes. We're comparing them to the one we just purchased, essentially, here. All right, so the speed stays about the same. The range stays about the same. The stats, however, they do go up and down a little bit here. So we trade a maneuverability for a toughness. Hmm. The question is, like, the real question is, No, we're not gonna take our prototypes. We're gonna keep this one here that we purchased, I think, and just run with that. And we're gonna hope that it doesn't end up with poor reliability again. Here's the improved prop fighters. Although their day is basically done, they do get to carry an extra bomb. Although where they're splitting the bombs, instead of carrying a 2,000 pound bomb, they're carrying two 1,000s. Yeah, let's develop jet attacks. Why not? We want reliability and we want range, I think. No, we want bomb load. Yeah. The submarine war isn't really going very well for us anymore. Not like it used to. We have finished up most of the Chattanoogas. So I'm going to go forward a turn. We're at 30 minutes, huh? I'll go forward one turn and hope we don't run into a major battle here. Okay. Battle in support of land combat. Destroyers. We're going to say no. And this one out here in the Gulf of France, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Oh, is this a giant battle? Please don't be a giant battle. It is. We're gonna decline this one just because I don't want this to be a an hour and 10 minute long video. So I'm gonna decline it. Okay. Yeah, keep on generating these things. Give us free victory points. Okay. Improved heavy and Sam. We Birmingham. What was that? Oh, it was one of our Flint class. It's 1917. Yeah, it's probably time for those to go anyhow. I think once this war ends and we see our huge debt we're going to be in, those Flints are going to go. So will the Arizonas. All right, we're getting a lot of victory points that turn. And we're going to go ahead and call it here for tonight. So, what can we... I'll just work on... We'll see what I can work on next time around. I'll probably record tomorrow or maybe Monday or something. Today's... it's like Friday night, or I guess Saturday morning at this point. But, yep, we will pick up then. I appreciate y'all so much for putting up with this grinding war that's been going on for 33 months. I think we're getting close to the end of it. Not in terms of sinking enough ships to like really force them to quit, but in terms of just attritional warfare with having them blockaded and they're running out of fuel and their people are mad at them, and we'll see. Either we can, hopefully, once all it's over, we can trim down the fleet a little bit. We can get rid of all these obsolete little class destroyers. We'll get rid of the Bunker Hills. We'll get rid of the Flint class, probably the Chicago class as well, and maybe the Pueblos. We'll see. We'll see. And the Arizonas have to go too. Let's check real quick here before I go. Now I'm thinking about it. We're good here as far as Northeast Asia on our base capacity. Actually, we're a little bit over. So let's take a look at what we got over here. Northeast Asia. Hmm. I don't really know what we could send home. We'll just have to be over capacity a little bit. That's fine. We're not very far. It's only 4 points. I wonder how much that'll affect things. But next time around, we'll have to figure out how to spend a bunch of money so we don't have our budget slashed during all of this. and that'll be it. Maybe we'll design a new ship or something. I don't know. We'll look towards the future here. We might look towards a new aircraft carrier class with angled decks and aluminum superstructure and all the cool stuff. I'll see you all next time, and sail safe out there.